we have studied about that spherical mirrors and types of spherical mirrors and the difference between those two types of spherical mirrors. Now, in this class, we will study about the basic terms associated with the concave and convex mirror. Let us start, my dear student. The first basic term is pole. What is pole of the mirror means? See, look at here, student. It is a reflecting surface of a concave mirror, and this part is reflecting surface of a convex mirror. So here, this reflecting surface is having one center. So that center of the mirror is what we call it is pole of the mirror, and that pole of the mirror is denoted by the letter P. Very easy, dear student. Center of the mirror, what we call this is pole of the mirror, and that pole of the mirror is denoted by the letter P. So next we can go for center of curvature. Let us go for center of curvature. See, look at here, student. This is reflecting surface of a concave mirror. So this is reflecting surface of a concave mirror and also be convex mirror. That is, will make one sphere like this. It is imaginary part. Will make one sphere. So center of that sphere is called center of curvature, and the center of curvature is denoted by the letter C. So reflecting surface of a spherical mirror forms a sphere. That's a sphere's center is center of curvature, and that is usually denoted by the letter C. Let us go for radius of curvature. The meaning of radius of curvature is the distance between center of curvature and pole. The distance between center of curvature and pole is called radius of curvature, and the radius of curvature is denoted by the letter capital R. Write down these points, dear student. After that, I can go for principal focus is there. After it, we can go for principal focus, then principal axis and focal length. Student, here one more basic concept or basic term of that is the principal axis. Principal axis is nothing but a straight line passing through center of curvature and pole of the mirror. What we call or what we name this axis means it is principal axis. See here, a straight line passing through center of curvature and pole of the mirror is what we call it is principal axis, and this principal axis is always perpendicular to mirror. So mirror here is there means, so principal axis is perpendicular. This is mirror means, so this principal axis is perpendicular to mirror. So here also, so this principal axis is perpendicular to mirror. So keep it in mind, this principal axis is perpendicular to mirror. This is mirror position means this line will pass through center of curvature and pole of the mirror. It is always be perpendicular to mirror. So here it will forms 90 degree. Dear student, now let us study about principal focus. So principal focus is a point on its principal axis. Principal focus is a point on its principal axis. For each, all parallel rays are close also, and for this principal axis, all rays, incident rays are parallel, and after incident ray which is reflected rays. So all the reflected rays from the concave mirror will converge at certain point. That point only what we call focus or principal focus, and principal focus is denoted by capital letter F. The principal focus is lies in front of the pole or in front of the reflecting surface of the mirror, but here in case of this convex mirror, it lies behind the mirror. Okay, next one is, dear student, focal length. What is focal length means? The distance between principal focus and the pole of the mirror is what we call it is focal length. Here, look at here, the distance between the principal focus here and focal, that pole of the mirror, what we call this distance is focal length, and focal length is denoted by small letter F. But look at here, focal length is always be half of radius of curvature. Focal length always lies between this focal length is equal to half of radius of curvature. F is equal to half of radius of curvature is R. So this divided into, you should be said multiply with 2F. So R. So radius of curvature is equal to twice the focal length. Our focal length is equal to half of the radius. I think, dear student, these many basic point associated with the spherical mirror you understood. So try to understand this basic concept before studying the image formed by these mirrors. What we call it is concave mirror and convex mirror. It will help you. I think this will help you further to understand the formation of image. So study well, dear student, and try to subscribe this channel. Before subscribe, better you understand, dear student.